Alright, so welcome back to our next video. And so yesterday we looked at some of these tools in Photoshop. We have these to be the move tool, and then the shortcut key to select the move tool is by pressing the letter V. You can see it at the side. So let's do something. I've clicked on this, so let me press the letter V. You realize that the move tool is being selected. So what the move tool does is that, as the name suggests, move. So the move tool is used to move any object or material in Photoshop. All right. For the sake of today's tutorial, we're just going to look at just 3 tools for today. Okay, 3 tools. So you're going to look at the move tool. We all have the names of the tools, right? The shape tool, you see, when I right click it, I see various shapes. We have the rectangle tool, the rounded rectangle tool, the ellipse tool, polygon tool, and the rest, right? Now over here we can also custom our tool. You see, immediately I click on custom, I come here. That is our shape, right? Sorry, shape. So when we click, you're going to see different shapes here, various shapes to use. All right, but for the sake of today's tutorial, we're going to look at only the rectangle tool. All right, so let's click on the rectangle tool. So we click on it. Now look at what's going to happen here. When I click, all right, and drag, you see what's happening here. Now let me release. After releasing, you realize that a nice rectangle is drawn on my worksheet or workspace. It's also known as the workspace. All right. So you see the color black, and this is the current color. You can see right here of my Photoshop version. This color can be changed, all right, but we'll do that later. So we have the rectangle tool. So to make use of the rectangle tool, you right click it. You can right click and select, but by default, by just clicking this, you just select the rectangle tool. So I clicked and drag, and then I have my rectangle drawn. Okay, so same as the rounded rectangle or the polygon rectangle. When I click on it, I click and release. You see, now you realize that some of my shape is not in my working area, it's outside. So how do I bring this back here? That is where the move tool comes in. So I click on the move tool and then come here, click on the shape and drag it. You see, it's only the move tool that can help you move objects in your working space in Photoshop. All right, so let me quickly delete it. So it's deleted. All right, so I still have my rectangle tool here. Let me drag it down. All right, and I can minimize or maximize this shape. I can make it big or small. Okay, now the current versions of Photoshop, once I click this, it automatically creates an edge around it, of which I can either enlarge or make this shape smaller. All right, okay, but for this version of Photoshop we're using, for us to be able to manipulate this shape, we click on, or we press the Control T on the keyboard. We press the Control T simultaneously. Control T, Control T, and then we have these edges, and then we can drag them. All right, we can do something like this. Okay, so after you are done, you click on the check symbol here. It means we are done. It's checked. All right. So we want to move it. Our move tool is selected. We come, we click, and then we drag. For the sake of today's tutorial, let's put it somewhere here. All right. Okay, so let's change the color of this rectangle tool. Now over here we call these the layer panel. All right, we have these layers here. Now this is what the layers do in Photoshop. Now every action that is taken in Photoshop is recorded as a layer. So over here, this is our background. The white space over here is our background. All right, and then this is another layer, that is our rectangle. Look at this eye button. If I click it, you see our rectangle is not there again. Let me click it again. It's now back. All right, very good. So you can also see that this layer is locked. Anytime an object is locked or a layer is locked, it means that you can alter it, you can't do anything to it right here. It's locked. Now let me unlock it. You click here and then you click on the padlock button. Okay, because it's a background layer, I double click. Once I double click, I click on OK. Now the layer is unlocked, so I can move it anyhow. Have you seen that? All right, so that's not what we want to look at today, so let's go back to normal. Very good. So let's look at our next tool. Our next tool will be the test tool. All right, the test tool. When I right click it, I see various options of the test tool, but let's go with the horizontal button. So we click and then click on any space in our working area, then we type. So let's type something like my first design. All right, design. Now I can't see anything. Why? Because my color is white, so I can change it right from here. There are various ways in changing colors in Photoshop, but for today's tutorial, let's just go by this. All right, after that is either you click on OK or you just press the enter key. When you are done, always remember to check in when you are done. All right, okay. All right, so we have our test here, so let's make it bigger. There are various ways in making it bigger. All right, for the sake of today's tutorial, let's click on the test tool, click any area here, highlight it. Now come to the top here, we see the test. There are various ways to do this. So let's say 60. All right, so we check it, we click on the move tool, come here and move it. We come here and then we move it. So you can see that we are able to write our first test in Photoshop as well as a shape. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video, and we're going to continue the rest tomorrow. And so I want each and every one of you to do a design like this, and then the page will be open so you can post in what you've done. Thank you very much.